Hi friends, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to Math Today. Today for math, you will need pages 389 through 392 of your Math and Visions workbook and a pencil. So go ahead and pause the video and grab the materials that you need. All right friends, welcome back. Before we get started looking at our activity sheets for today, we are going to practice going over our numbers, counting, and adding. So let's just go over our number cards and name those numbers. Ready? Say it with me. Here we go. 13, 17, 18, 2, 3, 1, 16, 7, 5, 15, 20, 19, 10, 12, 8, 11, 14, 4, 6, 9. Very good job. Now let's practice some counting. We're going to count forward and then stop and count backwards like we have been. Ready? So let's move our arms from side to side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's reach up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's bow. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Now let's stop and rewind. So let's count backwards from 30. Let's start with the Tootsie Roll this time. Ready? 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Now let's raise the roof. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Now let's do the thumb dance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Good job. Let's do the roller coaster cheer. Ready? Click, click, click. Woo! Excellent. All right. Today when we go over our addition sentences, since we're practicing adding fluently as fast as popcorn pops, and we've been practicing reading the sentence, today let's see if we can just answer it. So we're just going to say the answer. Okay, so for example, I have 0, 3. Okay, so try it with me and see if you can beat me. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 4. Let's do 2 more. 5, 3. If those were too fast for you, then we need to practice some more on saying the whole sentence, okay? So you can pause the video and go back and look at what the sentences are so that you can practice adding them together, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our learning target for today. Our learning target says, I can separate numbers. So separate is another word for taking apart. So we're going to practice taking apart, which is also subtracting. And when we subtract, we use our symbol, minus the minus, or our subtraction symbol to know that we are taking away. Okay, so go ahead and turn to page 389 of your Solve and Share, and we'll take a look at that together. All right, friends, so let's take a look at our Solve and Share. We're going to listen to a story, and then we're going to illustrate to show that we know how to take away from our whole group. So it says that there are 6 fire hats, but the firefighters take 3 away. What numbers do we need to subtract to find how many hats are left? Okay, so those are the things we need to think about. So again, there are 6 fire hats, and the firefighters take 3 away. So what do we need to do first? First, let's illustrate 6 circles to represent the hats, our whole group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now I'm going to count and mark those out to make sure I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now how many hats did it tell us the firefighters took away? 3. So we're going to X out 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. Now what do I need to do to show my leftovers? Draw one big circle around them. So now I see my leftovers inside. There are 1, 2, 3 of them. So our sentence would be 6 take away 3 is how many left over? 3 left over. So we can take 6 and break it into 2 groups, a group of 3 and another group of 3. That's what we're going to be practicing doing today, but we're going to write a sentence to match. So let's take a look at the yellow hats on our guided practice on page 390. As always, if I'm going too fast throughout the video, you can pause or rewind at any point. Okay, so in our first problem with the yellow hats, it shows us our whole group. So the first thing we need to do is count how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to write our 5 on the first line to show our whole group. Okay, and then I know that we're taking away, so I'm going to trace my minus sign or subtraction symbol. And how many does it show us to take away? 4. So let's X out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and trace our 4. So we started with 5 hats. We took 4 away. Now we need to make our equal sign to show we're about to give our answer. And what do I do next? Circle my leftovers and trace the answer. Okay, so the sentence says 5 take away 4 is 1, or we can say 5 minus 4 equals 1. Okay, let's do another practice where there's not dotted lines. So they show us the numbers right here with the word. 7 take away 5 is 2. So we're going to show that with the picture and with the numbers and symbols. So let's count our whole group. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for our whole group. Okay, to show that we're taking away, we're going to write our subtraction symbol or minus sign. How many do we need to take away? 5. So we're going to put an X on 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And write our 5 to show we just took 5 away. Now I need my equal sign, and then I'm going to circle my leftovers. So now my sentence says 7 take away 5 is how many left? 2 left over. Okay, so I'm going to read the sentence to you, and I want you to read it back to me. 7 take away 5 is 2 left over. Very good job. All right. So we're going to skip the next page so that you can complete that on your own and post it to your teacher's Google Classroom. We're going to flip to page 392, where you see the green, white, and red hats. We're going to start at the top with the green hats. So the very first thing that we need to do is count our whole group. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then we're going to write an 8 on the first line. And then what symbol do we need to use? Our minus sign or subtraction symbol. How many does it tell us to take away? 3. So let's mark out 3. 1, 2, 3. And then let's write our number 3 around the tree, and then make our equal sign. And let's circle our leftovers. So how many do we have left over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll write our answer on the line. 5 left over. So our sentence says 8 take away 3 is 5 left over. Okay, let's take a look now at our baker's hats. So first, what do we need to do? Count how many there are all together. Ready? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's write our 4 on the first line. We know we start with our whole group of 4 hats. Now we're going to write our minus sign. And then how many does it tell us to take away? 1. So we're going to put an X on 1 and write our 1 on the next line. Then we're going to make our equal sign It's a little harder with my mouse on the computer. Now we're going to circle our leftovers and count how many are inside. 1, 2, 3. So 4 take away 1 is 3 left over. That is what we're showing. Make sure you're circling your leftovers to show your work. That's a step a lot of friends forget. All right, let's go down to the red fireman hats. Ready? Let's count how many there are all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to write our 6 on the first line. Okay, and then we're going to write our subtraction symbol. How many does it tell us to take away? 4. Okay, so we're going to X out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and write the number that we took away on the next line. So we start with a whole group of 6. We took 4 away. Now we're going to make our equal sign to show we're about to give our answer. So let's circle our leftovers and count how many are inside. 1, 2, and our answer is 2. So 6 take away 4 is 2 left over. Okay, so let's look at number 10, our challenger problem, where we're going to illustrate, we're going to draw and write a sentence to match. So it says there were 7 baseball caps and some were worn to a game. 4 are now left over. How many caps were worn to the game? So let's start by writing our sentence. 7 caps, so there are 7 altogether, 7 baseball hats. Okay. The very last number that it tells us the leftovers is the number 4. So there are 7 hats worn, but we know there are 4 left over. So we have to figure out how many were taken away. So let's go ahead also and add our symbols in here since we know we're subtracting, and we're going to give our answer, which is 4, but we're figuring out how many were taken away. So let's start with our whole group of 7 and draw 7 hats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we know our leftovers are always the ones that we circle. So let's circle 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to circle those guys. So the ones that are not inside the circles are the ones that are taken away. So let's X those. 1, 2, 3. So how many caps are taken away? 3. Very good. So our sentence is 7 take away 3 is 4 left over. Very good job. So for your activity today, you're going to work on page 391 and do exactly what we just did. You're going to show your steps for each problem. Remember, the answer or the numbers are across the top. The sentence is already there for you, so it tells you how many you're going to take away. Okay? Remember to count your whole group, put your X's on the number that are taken away, and then circle your leftovers. Okay? When you're finished, post this to your teacher's Google Classroom. Keep up the great work, and we will keep practicing subtracting this week. Great job, friends.